Disclaimer: the motive of this video is just to clear the forensic facts and aspects of Kothagudem rape case. Our outcome discussed here are based on the examination of crime scene and victim's body from the photographs and from different forensic statistics available. The purpose of this video is not to hurt anyone's emotions. The name of the victim is not disclosed for security and safety purposes. We pray for the innocent soul to rest in peace. The references are duly noted. Kothagudem rape case. So let's discuss first about the incident. The date was 22nd June 2020 and the location was Kothagudem district of Telangana state. The age of the victim was 17 years old. She had an affair with the boy of a politician. They were caught red-handed, which led to a fight between both the families. The girl went missing on 22nd June 2020. Her father filed a missing FIR in the police station. The body was found on 24th June on the railway tracks in the morning and was discovered by railway police. Crime scene. The body was found on the railway tracks near a place called Three Incline in Kothagudem district. When the body was discovered, it was completely naked and had several injury marks, especially on hands and face. This is a secondary crime scene where the dead body was found. The criminal brought the body on the railway tracks so that it could be easily chopped into pieces and he could mislead the investigation. Injury mark 1. Signature fracture or depressed fracture. On her forehead, you can see a small depression. This is caused due to a blow from a heavy weapon with a small striking surface. The pattern resembles the weapon of impact. Here, in this case, it might be a rod or a hammer. Injury mark 2. Lacerations or sharp cut wounds. From the photographs, it is seen that on the hands, elbows, cut marks are present that are not very deep. Weapon may be a knife. On the hand, you can see the cut marks. The weapon may be a sharp-edged knife or something else. Blood stain pattern analysis. In the crime scene, on 2 locations, the blood stain was found. One on the railway line and another near the railway track or in the railway track near her hand. When we talk about the railway line, being a polished surface, it provides less resistance to the movement of blood from the pattern. It seems a dried blood stain. If we see the pattern when the body was brought on the railway track, if we reconstruct the crime scene, blood from the injured parts may be dropped off, forming a drift pattern. The angle of impact would be near 90 to 95 degrees. The pattern is more towards the right because the body when was brought down from the railway line to the railway track, the pattern might be formed. Next is a dried pool of blood. A dried pool of blood was found near her hand, which might be formed due to dropping of blood from her hand when she was laid down into the railway track. Here you can see the pattern is more towards the right. A dried blood stain on the railway track. And here you can see a drip blood pattern found from dropping blood from the injured parts of the body, especially hands, when she was laid down on the track. Primary and secondary crime scene. A crime scene can be divided into primary and secondary based on the movement of criminal and the victim. Suppose a person is shot at the ground and the body was dragged down and thrown in the river. Then the ground is a primary crime scene and the secondary crime scene is the river. Dragging stains of blood can be found. If the vehicle was used for movement of crime, blood stains may be found on the vehicle. The tire marks will help to link the crime scene with the victim and the suspect if present. Identification of a rape. In the court of law, the testimony of the rape victim overpowers each and every other evidences. Forensically, its identification can be done with the following: presence of sperm in the genital parts of the victim, presence of injury marks on the thigh and the genital parts, presence of nail scrapings under the nail of the victim, and presence of saliva. Difference in real rape and fake rape allegation. In case of normal sexual intercourse, the abrasions, bruisings, and tearings are found on 6 o'clock position. But in case of rape, the frequency of abrasions, bruisings, and tearings are much more higher, especially in 8 o'clock position and 4 o'clock position of the vagina. Implication of law. Under the following sections of Indian Penal Code, the action can be taken into consideration. 375 IPC, rape. 376 IPC, punishment for rape. 300 IPC, murder. 302 IPC, punishment for murder. In India, the conviction rate of rape cases is only 5%. In this case, the railway police is investigating the case. According to them, it's only murder. The family of the victim has demanded for re-postmortem.